Hello, students. Today's topic is the sustainable management and conservation of forest. Here, you will learn about the people's participation to conserve forest. Now, why there is a need of conservation? As we know that destruction and reduction or removal of forest cover is called deforestation. About 5 million hectares of forest in Asia are lost every year. India has already lost about 45 million hectares of forest since independence. So, there are various consequences of deforestation, such as soil erosion, destruction of wildlife, flood, drought, and climate change. Thus, sustainable management and conservation of forest is very important. Sustainable management is the management that meets the need of the present generation without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their needs. The management of forest resources in a sustainable manner involves two aspects. The first is preservation of deforestation, and second is the extension of forest wealth. Now, how can we prevent deforestation? It can be attained by following ways. The first way is by preventing expansion of agriculture at the expense of the forest. Secondly, by preventing cattle ranching in the forest. Thirdly, by regulating the timber harvesting and use of fuel. And finally, by preventing destruction of green cover. Now comes extension of forest wealth. Extension of forest wealth can be achieved by adopting following measures. They are afforestation. Afforestation should be done in areas unfit for agriculture. Then, by mobilizing the active cooperation of local people in afforestation drives. And thirdly, fertility of the forest soil can be increased by preventing soil erosion. So, here we will learn about the various important afforestation programs like social forestry, agroforestry, and urban forestry. So, what is social forestry? It is a forestry of the people, by the people, and for the people. It includes raising trees on government owned lands for obtaining food, fodder, wood, fruits, etc. While agroforestry is the raising of trees and agricultural crop either on the same land or in close association in such a way that all the land, inclusive of waste patches, is put to good use. And urban forestry is the raising and proper management of trees on public and privately owned lands in and around urban centers. Now, the today's main topic is pupils' participation in the conservation of forest. Here we are going to learn about the various case studies of pupils' participation to conserve forest. The first one is the case of the Khejri trees. Now here we will learn about the Bishnoi community. The Bishnoi community has been traditionally involved in conservation of forest and wildlife as it is a part of their religious tenet. In 1731, Amrita Devi Bishnoi led a group of 363 people who sacrificed their life for the protection of Khejri trees in Khejrali village of the district of Jodhpur in Rajasthan. Government of India has constituted Amrita Devi Bishnoi National Award for Wildlife Conservation in her memory. To manage forest resources in every sustainable manner, the local people have made tremendous effort to protect and conserve wildlife. An example here I will describe that is about Chipko Andalan or Hug the Trees movement. Now, what is Hug the Tree movement or Chipko Andalan? This movement initiated from an incident in a small village called Raini in Garhwal district of Uttarakhand, high up in the Himalayas. On a particular day, the contractor's worker appeared in the forest to cut the trees while the men folk had gone out. Undeterred, the women of the village reached the forest immediately and clasped the tree trunks and prevented the workers from felling the trees. Thus, the contractor had to withdraw. The Chipko movement quickly spread across communities and helped in the conservation of forests. Soon it got internationally recognized. Mr. Sundarlal Bahuguna in June 1982 presented his plan at the UNEP meeting held in London. In his presentation, he emphasized that every green tree in forests help us from landslides, soil erosion, and water conservation. The Chipko movement spread all along the hill regions and to Karnataka in the south in 1983, where it was named as Apiko movement. Here we will also learn about the regeneration of the sal trees or sal forest in West Bengal. This is an example of people's participation in the management of forest and the involvement of local peoples by West Bengal Forest Department. In 1972, the Forest Department realized its failure in reviving the degraded sal forest in southwestern districts of the state. Why was there a failure of the reviving of forest? The failure was due to the traditional methods of surveillance and government policies that led to clashes between the forest officials and the villagers. And secondly, the forest and the land related conflicts also added to tension in the region. This fueled the militant peasant movement led by the Naxalists. The far sighted officer A.K. Banerjee changed the strategy. He involved the local villagers in protection of 1,272 hectares of badly degraded sal forest. In return, the villagers were given employment in silviculture, that is, the management of forests for the production of timber and harvesting operations. Beside employment, villagers were also given 25% of the harvest. They were also allowed to collect fodder and firewood on nominal payment. With the active participations of the local villagers, the Adabadi forest underwent a remarkable recovery and became thick and green in 1983. Now, the worthless forest has valued at nearly rupees 12.5 crore. Thus, the success of Arabadi project encouraged the Forest Department to extend the joint management of forest lands, that is MFL, in other areas also. For this, they established forest protection committees with the local people. So, thus, you can see here how people's participation can change the total scenario of the forest which were degraded earlier. So, this was all about the people's participation for the conservation of forest and wildlife. In the next video, I will discuss about the water for all, where you will learn about the causes of depletion of the groundwater and the ways how we can conserve the water. So thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned with me. Take care. Bye.